I am the wizard! Hello and welcome, Wisdom Seekers. I'm about to do something that I've been putting off for about a year, and I'm kind of hesitant to. For the first time in 10 years, I'm going to cut my dreadlocks, and I'm not going to cut them off all the way. I'm only going to cut off about 8 inches, but that's because they've been getting super heavy when I'm washing them because they hold a lot of water. They've been getting in my face. It's hard to put them up into my hat when I'm trying to get them, out of the way if I'm working out or something. It's just a pain in the ass. I can't even headbang on stage. They literally just get caught in my guitar strings and it's just pain in the balls. So stick with me. Now, the whole reason I had to put off doing this in the first place is because I got married this year, and my wife wanted me to make sure that I had the longest dreads possible for the photos, and, I respected that. That's understandable. But, now that that's out of the way, we're actually a couple months past that because I got married in September, and it's just long overdue, so this is also going to be the first of many dreadlock videos just because I keep getting questions. Over the years, I've had questions about how do you make dreadlocks? How do you maintain them? How do you wash them? What do different races think about you having them? Have you ever had somebody approach you and say that they don't like them? I'm answering all those questions, but first, the cutting. And so it begins! Alright, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting off about 8 inches from each Congo, meaning that there's a bunch of them. See, like this, how they're all growing out of each other, because they slowly get thicker as the hair grows out. So from this one, for example, I would cut off about this much, and then it would be about this long, versus if it was like this. I also might cut a little bit off of this one, just so overall, this is a little bit shorter. I'm also going to have to cut from one side of my head to the other because I've got so much hair, and I just want to make sure that each bit is all cut around the same length, so it all has about the same shape as it does right now. It'll just be shorter overall because I don't want to just cut straight across and make layers because it's going to look stupid. Alright, so I've selected the first one that I'm going to cut, and it's going to be probably a little hard for me, but it's okay. Just gonna kill me inside a little. I'm gonna be cutting it right where the bead was because it actually kind of squeezed this dread a little, and now it's a little floppy in this area just because it's slightly weaker because it didn't have room to lock up like it should have. I could wear it like a mustache. Alright, well that's the first of many, and this is going to take a while, so I'm going to speed this up. This is gonna take all fucking night, dude. Fuck. I got this far so far. Am I done yet? Oh man. That's only one half. I got a lot of time so far, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna skip to the end. You don't get to see the rest until I'm done. How about that? You don't like it? Fuck you. Finally done. Let's see how this turned out. Oh, I had to tie this up on this side so I didn't get confused. Oh, that's weird, man. That's fucking weird. And I've got a giant mess in my hands. There's fucking hair dust all over my lap and a huge pile of dreadlocks on the floor. That probably weighs about a pound. Actually, how about I fucking weigh it so you guys know exactly how much it is lost off the weight from my head. But first, check out this comparison to before I cut the dreads and after. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of hair weight gone from my head. It already feels like a lot lighter. I can, do that without having to fucking, literally, pull it all the way back or just, whip it around my body. It's just so much better. Wow. Actually, I think I might, it's, uneven here. I actually have to cut off a little bit more, but I'm pretty glad I did this. Another reason I had to do this was because my band is actually doing a photo shoot for our next EP, and I didn't want to have super duper long dreads in that photo, and then immediately afterwards, when we're doing tours or whatever for the EP, my hair's half as short as it was. What happened to the time when bands kept a uniform look throughout each album's release, kind of give a different feel. But yeah, it feels good to, I'm basically cutting memories off of my head and, allowing room for more memories. And honestly, I'm pretty psyched for the thicker dreadlocks later because this will make it easier for me to get thicker congos because I had pretty thin dreads for a really long time. And, it's not always great to have heavy dreadlocks and have thin dreadlocks because they can pull on your roots and then, the growth can stop or you can, lose hair. And that's not good. I'm done for now, guys, but don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also remember that you can't actually make dreadlocks with peanut butter unless you're fucking nasty. Until next time, the wizard has spoken.